It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey there, Jim.
Oh, hey, Bryce.
And also we have the Murman. What's going on, Mur?
Not much.
What do you mean not much? Just give me something.
I got nothing for you.
What did you do that was fun in the last week?
Nothing.
Wow! Well, there you go. So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks for all been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, or even like it a little bit, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a 5-star rating, or something close to that on your listening platform, or support us and join the Film Rage community by joining our membership at buymeacoffee.com/filmrage. YYC. If you cannot commit to a membership, you can still buy us a movie rental and dare us to see a terrible film, and we'll watch it if it played anywhere in the cinema in the world, as long as we can get it legally. Because if we can't get it, remember when we couldn't get Crossroads anywhere? Remember that?
Yeah, but then I found it.
You did.
Now you own it.
And I made you watch it.
Yes, I remember that very well.
It was the best.
I hate you.
I loved that.
All right, let's get to raging.
Ooh.
What amazing moment?
Predict?
What amazing moment?
Predict.
Will he predict the rage or will he predict the Mondo? Will he tell us all what Jim and Bryce are at the
Movies?
Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes.
Ooh.
He's coming swimming too.
And you.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts, our little rage-filled hearts.
Well, this week we had a whopping 4 movies on the docket.
What?
But that wasn't enough, apparently. Because the boys decided to add another one at the last minute. Just to throw something at me.
Yes.
So,
Shazam!
going in order, we
We
got
didn't watch Shazam.
Freakier Friday.
Freakier.
Which I'm realizing now is probably dead wrong about, just talking to Jim. But
What?
I figured Jamie Lee Curtis.
You
Can't
figured
be
Jamie
that
Lee-
bad.
She's made some bad movies.
Yeah, she's definitely made some
Double
bad
meh.
movies. Double
All
meh.
right.
Again, I'm probably wrong about it.
You know what?
Weapons.
But last week you were perfect.
Yes, it won't be this week, I guarantee.
Okay, good. Are you going to get everything wrong then?
Probably get everything wrong this
Okay,
week.
that's fine. Let's see.
Then we have weapons.
Yes.
Which, spoiler alert, I did not enjoy. But because of how much I didn't like it, I'm going to go double Mondo for you guys.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Sketch.
Sketch.
Which I've already forgotten what the hell it's about.
It's an Angel Films.
Yeah, it's Angel Films.
Yes.
And I think it's some kind
And
of
they did pick it
rom-com
up
thing.
after it was made, though. It wasn't actually made by Angel Films.
Or the Angel Guild, for that matter.
Yes. However, it is approved by the Angel
It
Guild.
was
There you go.
For those of you who care,
It was approved by the Angel Guild, which
There-
we'll be talking about in a little later. No
So, yeah,
doubt.
frickin' Angel
I don't know,
Guild.
double man.
All right.
And we got My Mother's Wedding, which I remember seeing the trailer for.
Yes.
And I know you weren't looking forward to.
No.
What?
It's got
What?
ScarJo with an English accent.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Looks like a Downton Abbey Sense and Sensibility type.
And it's Kristen Scott Thomas
Yes.
not only starred in it, but directed it.
And directed it. Female director. There you go.
There you go.
I'm going to go with a rage for Jim because he
Rage for
hates
Jim.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
And
yeah.
maybe Bryce gave it a meh.
Okay.
All right.
And this new one, which I just found out about,
Yes.
Shook, which I watched 2 different trailers because apparently there's 2 different movies with the same title.
Is,
Imagine that.
Okay, well, guess on both of them, because maybe we'll see the other one.
Second one's on Shudder. It's a horror movie. It
Dum
looks
Dum?
terrible. So I'm going to say double
Dum
rage
Dum?
for that one. And yeah, the one you actually saw.
Yes.
Yes.
Given all the hype and
There's been hype.
all the names and the
Droppings?
words across the screen and how much everyone loves it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Like
And
it's a festival, darling.
It's a festival darling.
Ish.
And it's about this nice Indian fellow and his dad who has Parkinson's.
It's
so
somewhat-
it's a heartwarming thing.
That happens in it, that's for sure.
So let's go double Mondo.
Oh,
So gross.
right.
I've got fingernails on my computer.
You keep cutting your nails and they're going every fucking.
No, they just go on my computer.
They were
What does
almost
that
in my
have to do with the
drink.
price of tea in China?
Yeah,
So, I
well,
don't know.
that's all right. It's just a fingernail, Jim. You just go through your system.
All right, whatever.
It's almost like finding a hair in your cheeseburger.
Grossing me out.
Nah, it's
Move
me
on.
though. Come on, if you're gonna eat someone's fingernail,
I've
mine's
told
not
you
the
this
worst.
before.
You know where my fingers
There's
have
only a
been.
couple things on you that I'll eat,
That
and
is a
fingernails is not one of them.
Mondo. All right, go.
All right, let's talk about Freakier Fridayer. All right, so first off,
Did you
I
know that this was a sequel?
I did. I saw the first one.
Yes,
finally,
in fact,
for the first time.
In fact, I knew this because I've seen the original.
Yeah, it was called Freaky Friday.
Yes.
That's right, but then
And
there's a
that was-
remake of that.
That was a reboot.
Which
That was a
original.
remake. Yeah, I know that.
Which was also called Freaky Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it didn't have a Freakier Friday.
No,
It didn't.
no, it didn't. So I
Jodie
did
Foster
watch.
knows better.
I did watch the one with this cast in it.
Yes.
I didn't go back and watch the actual original.
The original.
The OG.
Wow.
You saw the original Lindsay Lohan one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the original.
That's not the original
Oh, the
one. That's
original
the
Lindsay Lohan
reimagining one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But the way you said it,
Because this is the sequel to that.
Okay, I feel like I'm in an Abbott and
I'm gonna stick with
Costello routine.
Jodie Foster. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So the first one had Jodie Foster.
Yeah, and it was terrible too.
And it was okay. What are you talking about? We haven't even talked about this.
Okay,
so let
whatever.
me tell you that the first Freaky Friday. Did you also watch this, by the way?
No.
Okay.
One from
I'm
20
not a
years ago?
glutton for punishment like you. I remember how bad it was. I don't need to watch it again.
I forgot how bad it was. So you know what? Sometimes I just have to rejig my brain because I'm like, did I actually hate this as much as I thought it was? So I rewatched it. The original is basically unwatchable.
Yeah.
The acting is atrocious.
Yeah.
The story
Yeah.
makes it seem like both are complete morons and was kind of like a Three's Company sketch gone wrong. That's what the original was. Now, let's fast forward to the new iteration of Freakier Friday. So, I never thought that a movie that I thought was the worst movie that I have ever seen could ever find its equal. Because the original was literally the worst movie I've ever seen.
Not the original.
Not the
original Jamie Lee
reboot.
Curtis, Lindsay
The reboot.
Yes,
Lohan.
that one.
Okay.
That one was
I don't want
basically...
people to be confused about
That's-
this.
Exactly. That one was the worst movie I've ever seen. It was horrible. It was like Bad Boys, but for switching bodies with a mom and a daughter.
The Will Smith Bad Boys. Don't get people confused again
Yes.
because the
another
Sean Penn Bad
Yes,
Boys
that's
is
a good
excellent movie.
That is a very good movie.
Yes.
Yes. So there's just too many.
What are we doing?
Too many coinky
I just want people not to be confused.
Exactly. Well,
Because
thank you.
you should seek out the Sean Penn Bad Boys because that is a good
It's a really
flick,
good
man.
movie because it's got Sean Penn, the best
got Sean
actor
Penn.
Yeah.
of our time.
And he
There
beats
are-
someone with a pillowcase full of soda pops.
Yes.
Everyone's already confused, including me. So just go on.
All right. Okay. So where was I? Oh yeah, I never thought that a movie that I thought was the worst movie I'd ever seen. Thank you, Freaky Friday.
A
Yes.
sequel.
Not the original, the second one. And I was wrong. Freakily wrong.
There we go.
This new iteration is not funny.
No.
It's not original in any way.
No.
Is the same thing as the first.
But it's double.
And you're right, it's doubly bad. And the shtick
It's-
is the same shtick as the first one. Yes.
so much
Swapping all over the
swapping
place.
bodies, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Both are tied to the worst movie I have ever seen. So I can, you know what? I'm still not sure which one was worse. That's what I'm going to
Just
say.
push them together and make
Now-
it one entity.
Now, there was one funny part of this movie, Murray.
Was there? I forget.
Yes.
What, I think I laughed too.
Okay.
I think it's the one time we both laughed.
Yes, okay, let me tell you about the funniest part of this movie.
Right.
So, when they all switched bodies,
Yeah.
one of them, and I don't remember who, because to be honest, I couldn't tell who was who for the entire movie.
Oh, yeah, no, you
I was like,
can't.
you forget, because
Yeah.
there's too many things that are happening that are all stupid.
Yeah.
And she said, she panicked. And I turned to Bryce and I said, she panicked. She's a panicking. And both of us laughed for 5 straight minutes.
Yes.
right?
It had nothing to do with the movie.
That
No,
was
not to
that
Monster.
was
They just
that
happened
was
to say
funny
Panic.
because I think that movie. No, that wasn't a Disney movie. Bad Guys 2
No.
was not a Disney
That's
movie.
DreamWorks.
Yeah, so DreamWorks made me laugh in a Disney movie.
Yes.
There you go.
Does that count as something funny in this movie, though?
No.
Oh, okay. So there was nothing funny in this movie.
Correct.
The whole concept of this movie gets old after about 2 minutes. I'm already tired of this concept. This
Yes.
film assumes that young people are horrible, selfish people
Yes.
that are so evil they will try to ruin their parents' work and love lives, and assumes that non-younger people, I don't want to say old people because,
Because we're old.
I think that Jamie Lee Curtis is pretty close to our age. That
not mine.
non-younger people, when in a younger body, will become completely stupid and put eating food over important things that they have to tick off their agenda. Like,
but
what
they
are they
got the good
supposed to?
metabolism now.
Yeah, so they
So they
should
can scarf it down.
exactly.
Well, there was that
They
whole
should.
French fry thing in the first one.
And that should be number one priority for them.
Yes, it didn't
eating
matter
junk
that they
food.
had so many things to tick off their box on their agenda. They had to stop and have a food festival. It was just like,
Festival of food.
it was just
Full
like,
of food.
oh my God. Oh, and also that young people will destroy things like people's cars because it's cool to drive their mint classic cars at high speeds going over hills to destroy their undercarriages.
No,
This
that's
is funny stuff.
No, it's not.
People are laughing because these people are idiots. Like it really makes the assumption, the fact that people could watch these movies and say, these people are the stupidest people that have ever walked the planet.
But they're
Because,
so funny.
it doesn't matter what age you are. You still have, even if, I know young girls and young boys, when they're going through the parts where their bodies grow hair and start to get smelly, things like that, they actually still have a brain in their head that they're not so fucking stupid that they're going to try and completely destroy their parents' lives. You know what? Those people are still paying for you to have your clothes and drum lessons or whatever the fuck you're doing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No one
anymore,
in
but
this was likable.
Preach on, brother.
that no one in this was likable or funny or worth a minute of screen time. To be honest, though,
Yes.
I know this isn't a film for me.
That's true.
It's not. I think it's
Who's
a
it
film
for?
maybe teenage girls, I
Okay.
think.
Maybe.
So it's kind of not really fair when we watch these. Although, you know what? We watch movies. We've seen movies now
I've
that
seen
are for
movies,
kids.
I see movies that are for teenage girls all the time, Jim.
Yes, that's true. That's usually your thing.
So-
You usually fall in love with it.
Yeah. So that's not it.
Yeah, so this is unwatchably horrific.
Yes.
Terribly unfunny.
Yes.
And a predictable rage fest or rage film of raginess. I can't
Wow.
even understand why anyone would find anything about this funny or interesting whatsoever. And yet, during the movie, I heard people laughing.
There were some people laughing in the theater.
Most of the times, it was at old people's expense.
Yeah.
Or at things I would consider evil towards other people. So they're laughing at someone's misfortune.
Yeah.
Which, can be
Which-
funny
which
if
it
it's
could be funny.
self-deprecating.
Come on.
It can be, yeah. It's just when there's something being done against somebody because they've switched bodies with somebody else in their family and they're doing something malicious to that person so that they destroy their lives, doesn't make it funny.
No.
It's like Bad Boys 5.
The
or
whole
something.
time it's like, why is she doing this? This is horrible. Why?
Yes,
Why?
I don't get it.
Why is she trying to wreck her mother's life?
I know. In fact, the idea that family who by the end of this are supposed to be caring for each other can act like they loved doing evil and terrible things to the very same family, things that they wouldn't even do to their worst enemies.
No.
And yet, this is a movie that people are laughing at. This was worse than the first one because it was twice as bad. There was twice as many changes. I thought Freaky Friday was the worst movie I've ever seen. Freakier Friday is now the worst movie I have ever seen. And You saw me in the theater.
I did.
kept asking him, do we really have to watch this? Could
And
we
I
not
said yes.
just fake it?
No.
I wanted to fake it, Murray. I wanted to fake the first time I've
He
ever
literally
done that.
wanted to leave.
I wanted
kept
to
on
leave.
saying, no, we
He
can't
would not
leave.
let me leave. In fact, I started to leave, and he tackled me, and he pulled me back in the seat, and he sat in my lap, and then
I just grabbed him. I didn't tackle
it was
him.
kind of
He was motioning to get up, and I'm like, no.
It was a little
And I grabbed him, and I shoved him
I'm not
back in
gonna
his
lie,
seat.
it was a little inappropriate, but I kind of liked it, so that was okay.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you where I grabbed him.
I liked it, but it
Did
wasn't.
you see this, Mur?
No.
So, Bryce, what did you think about Freakier Friday?
Well, I mean, you got double the body switching, so it's going to be double the fun, right?
You're asking me.
I mean, that's just logic.
It's just so much logic.
Isn't that logic, Murray?
Sure.
So much logic.
It should be double the fun the first time. But when you double no fun, you still get no fun.
2 negatives times a negative is still
It's like
a negative.
0 fun times 1,000,000 is still 0 fun. That's just the way math works. Yeah, this was awful. It was mean-spirited. Everybody in it was horrible. I know that they let like Jamie Lee Curtis just run with it a few times and just kind of ad-lib. And she was unwatchable. Like, this was so unbelievably bad. I could reiterate everything Jim said. There's no reason to. You said it very well. Everything you said was true. Like, this is god awful. And I don't understand why anybody was laughing at this, because it is all so mean-spirited. There's nothing in, like, why are we laughing at this poor woman that's getting her life ruined by her kid,
or the husband,
or the
that's
husband
getting his life ruined by the.
Yeah, it's just I don't get it. It's so
Is Mark Harmon back?
mean-spirited.
That's what I want to know.
Mark Harmon is back.
There you go. He's still married to her then.
He's still married
to her,
Wow.
and he's super old.
Yeah.
He is super old.
But you know what?
I know.
Actually, he was probably the best thing in
Well,
the.
he
If there
did-
was anything in it
had
that
nothing
wasn't
to do,
completely
Jim.
horrible, I know. But if there was anything that wasn't completely horrible, it was that he was there.
Actually, you know what? His little scene towards the end where he
Yeah.
just kind of,
says something.
and I'll say one thing. His character is the only one in the whole thing that made any sense to me.
Yeah.
This was awful. I don't want to talk about this movie anymore. I really don't. All
right.
It's terrible.
There's
it's
a
rage.
couple buttons you have to push there, Murray.
Rage.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Weapons. And apparently we already know Murray didn't like this. So,
What?
how to describe this movie?
All right, go ahead.
If you
Good luck.
liked Barbarian,
Okay.
there is a good chance
Yeah.
you may like this one,
That's true.
but not a guarantee.
Not a guarantee. No.
No. The story, as you may have seen in the trailer, is about 17 kids who go missing at 2:17 a.m. one morning. Then we get a bunch of different characters that are all important characters to the story get to tell how they are part of this missing children's story. Always resetting back to a specific point, from the teacher to the one kid who does not go missing, to one of the dads, to the principal, to the homeless junkie, to the cop who sleeps with the teacher. All these stories follow different paths, but to the same end of the story. Now, I'm going to put a pin in this for a second, because this is the reason I think Murray did not like this movie.
You know me already.
He hates watching movies where they replay a concept in the movie to bring everybody up
correct.
to Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That usually works so well. It's actually a good.
No.
It's
Well,
a good device.
if it's done well, it's good. If it's not done well, we've seen that where it doesn't.
we have, but
Yes.
more
This
often
one,
than not,
it
it's
was done very well.
If they're gonna do it, they usually do it well.
Yeah, hopefully. So I love the slow pacing and the mystery to what's happening, in addition to the intrigue as the story starts to unwind. I also thought the music in this was incredible. The acting by all the cast are all pretty great. I would say most of them were super great. I'll have one comment I'm going to bring up later. As we get to see why the kids go missing, things get more and more bonkers, but not really out of control bonkers, because we can see a true line somewhat to the ending, which differs a bit from Barbarian, because in Barbarian, when it goes bonkers, it just goes. It gets progressively more bonkers. Yeah. So I felt that I had no idea what was coming next in Barbarian. Whereas in this one, I felt I kind of saw where it was going to go. Our main villain is brilliant, and in my opinion, the wait to get to the finale is well worth the wait. The last, I want to say, 15 minutes of this has some scenes that I literally stood up in the cinema and cheered. Especially how we slowly get pulled along with small breadcrumbs that kept me so interested in what's actually happening. It's hard to talk about this film without giving anything away. I feel this is one of those films, it's best to see it without knowing too much. So I'm not going to say too much to spoil it. This had just the right amount of gore, suspense, jump scares, amazing character development, and super, super creepy villain that the ending is so rewarding. It just gets a super high mondo for me. I love this director. I now want to go back and watch some of their other work. Which, for a while, actually, as this was going on, I wasn't sure if it was going to be able to keep its mondo, because as it slowly progressed, there were some things that could have possibly ruined it. And I have one thing to unpack. Well, I have a couple things to unpack. But let's hear why Murray hated this so much, other than the timelines.
What do you get when you have Thanos,
Yes.
Silver Surfer,
Yes.
Wong from Doctor Strange,
Yes.
and Han freaking Solo in a movie?
Yeah.
You get weapons.
You get a mondo. Oh,
Wait,
sorry.
this isn't a superhero movie?
It was super.
Seems like that's all we watch these days.
I don't know. It was kind of super.
No
It could
superheroes.
be argued there was a hero in it.
No superheroes. Well, then I'm out. The trailer for this film made it seem like it would be a creepy thriller. Sadly, it did
Wasn't
not.
it?
Did not deliver on that promise.
Oh.
I admit there
Really?
was one jump scare that got me. The rest bored me to tears. It took way too long to unravel the mystery. And I did not enjoy watching the same two scenes from 6 different points of view.
Yes.
I did.
I did too.
I have never liked that kind of storytelling. I never will.
But what
Some of the
if it's done really well,
It,
Murray?
it wasn't.
But what if someday?
Someday maybe, but
Not today.
All I'm saying, Murray, is never say never.
That's right. Say maybe someday.
yeah, some of the characters, like the homeless drifter punk kid,
Yes.
I didn't give 2 craps about.
I love that kid.
He's awesome.
I guess Josh Brolin and that surfer girl were okay, except the story was hardly about them. They're like the faces of the movie, and they were hardly in it till like the end.
Oh.
Amy Madigan was creepy as hell. I can't believe she was once Uncle Buck's girlfriend.
Yes.
I just didn't get the motivation behind the story and was never really interested.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom twice, and I don't feel like I missed anything.
I've gone to the bathroom way more than that, Murray.
Not in the same movie. I think
No,
I
I'm just in my life.
in the duration of the movie, I went twice, and I came back, and nothing happened.
Oh, I didn't realize what we were talking about. Okay, go on.
I probably should have gone to Freakier Friday instead. Rage. Man, I freaking hated this movie.
That's so awesome.
Murray, you never disappoint, buddy.
Right. You know what you're getting with me.
You know, but that's just it. Murray only likes linear stories.
I
like
understand
linear
that.
He only likes linear stories.
Oh, there's no question.
But
As I'm watching this, I
I
know
was
what
fine.
Murray's
Oh,
going
I
to
know
think of
Murray
it.
wasn't going to
I
like
was fine
this.
with it the first time, and then like, oh wait, now it's just the same story from a different point of angle, and
Yes.
the same shit
But
going on.
But it wasn't. There was a little
was.
added every time.
Yeah.
well,
and
And it went from pretty benign and just like, they're telling this story and
It's
something
it's
happens.
like a
and
true
then all
crime.
of a sudden, a little more gets added. And it gets just a tiny little bit more
more
bonkers.
breadcrumb.
And then a little more. And it's a tiny little bit more bonkers. And then a little more gets added. And now it's getting kind of weird.
No.
And then another more. And now it's getting like crazy.
like, what the
And
hell
then-
is going
Then
on?
the climax of the movie happens and you're like, what the? And it's just, it had such a good build to it. And every story got a little more tense.
Yeah.
And a little more was added. And it got a little more crazy. And then I did not realize it was going to go quite as off the rails as it did at the end. And did I appreciate it.
You gotta know that it was gonna get there. Like,
I knew where it was going as soon as they got there.
You knew it
I
was
didn't know
Barbarian.
anything.
Same director of Barbarian. You knew that we were gonna get a big
As you
switch.
recall, I didn't like that movie very much either.
Yeah, love that movie.
That was like
love this movie.
one
The
But
only thing I liked about that whole movie was Justin Long. It's the only thing I liked about that whole movie.
Well, didn't you love Justin Long in this movie?
For what, 3 seconds he was in it?
Still,
he was in it for 3 minutes, Murray.
Whatever.
and he was just as good as he was in Barbarian.
Whatever.
No, as soon as I found out what was going on, I was done. I was ready to leave the theater.
Man,
Nice.
I didn't even want to see how it turned out.
I thought this was paced perfectly. I love the way that they just ramped it up a little more, ramped it up a little more to an absolute crescendo of an ending.
Oh, the ending with those kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to say much.
Exactly, and that's where I'm at too. I'm not going to sit here and just describe like everything that gone on in this movie. Go and experience it. All I'll tell you is it starts a little slow and just the tension builds throughout, and it comes to an ending that is a very, very good payoff and a fantastic payoff. This movie was so much fun. I enjoyed every second of it. There were times where I literally didn't know what was going to come next too. Even though I'm watching the same thing from a different perspective, I'm learning a little more every time. And by the end of it, we get a complete picture. This is a mastercraft in filmmaking. I love this movie. It is a mondo.
Yeah, there's okay, so there's a couple things I want to unpack that hopefully it won't spoil anything. But this is the least that I've hated Julia Garner.
I would agree.
I think this is the best performance I've ever seen of her.
I would also agree. She didn't wreck the movie for me. Which is
she
kind of
often
what
does.
she does.
She kind of does. I've yet to see a movie of her in where I'm like, I'm sure glad she's in this.
No, and I wasn't, and I still didn't, and we still haven't. I mean, she was just held her own in it. She was fine. She was good, which she's never been good, in my opinion.
Yeah, so good on her, I think.
Yeah. So
this director, I think, has that ability to pull out performances that we don't normally get to see.
Yeah.
There was one piece in this that was kind of a saddle or a burr under my saddle as I was watching it. Yes. And I don't know how to explain it without having some ruining. So I'm not going to tell anybody, but if anybody else who watched this wants to post on social media if they had a burr under their saddle, I'll talk to these guys when we get offline. But it was, I was able to forgive it a little bit because they did kind of explain it in a different perspective on another thing that was similar to it. But so that's why it fully didn't get under my full saddle. But holy cow, was Amy Madigan great in this. Like, she was like channeling Nicolas Cage's long legs at times.
Yeah,
sometimes. She was just so fucking creepy. Like, so fucking creepy.
So good.
And just like when they would have those like jump scares with her face, it was just like, oh my god, the makeup is so creepy.
Yeah, no, she was amazing in this. This was such a good movie. Such a good movie.
Like I said, double mondo. I knew it.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
I could have put money on that one.
You should have put money on.
You should have. I don't know where you could bet that, but
I don't know, but that's the one this week I knew about.
you can pretty much bet on anything these days, Murray. I'm sure you could find a gambling site that would
Jim and
Bryce give
You would know.
give weapons a double mondo. Plus 122 on your money.
Yeah.
You retire on that bet.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So sketch. Now.
Sketch. Who produced that?
This was nothing like any Angel film I've seen before.
I would concur.
Yes.
Other than the fact you get the little disclaimer at the start.
Yes. And wait,
it's approved by the Angel Guild.
There's a couple more
I was
things.
gonna say we had nothing to do with this. We just released it.
Yeah. No. Okay. So I have more to say about that. It never tried to convert me.
Nope.
It had a very creative and original story idea.
Yep.
The animation that was also kind of cool.
Yep.
And was also original as well.
Yep.
Now, that being said, it did have some things that Angel films always have.
Okay.
Like family-focused story,
Which is fine.
where there is redemption and closure at
That's
the
fine.
end, but also
But it wasn't heavy on the Jesus.
right. But one of the other Angel films we saw was also not heavy on the Jesus, but it just
I don't
it was
remember.
still
It
a
was still
typical
crap.
Angel film.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, but this also had one more thing in it that Angel films always have in it.
What's that?
And that's horrible children actors.
Really?
And of course,
I thought they were fine.
it wouldn't be Angel if it didn't end with at least one QR code, which it did, Murray.
Yeah, but it was kind of a cool QR code.
Still, it's like that's their
But
thing.
come on, Jim.
That's their-
Anyways, just review the movie.
That's their shtick. Angel's got a QR code.
Yeah. But this time it's not like. Although I didn't. Who knows? Maybe it is going to try to convert me when I scan the QR
when you go to
code.
bed at night, it's gonna creep into your brain.
Who knows? But anyways, go ahead.
So although the story
Please review the movie.
Yes. So although the story was for families,
Yes.
this was very scary at times. And personally, I don't know if a lot of Christians, and I'm putting that in heavy quotes,
That's what I was thinking
that
while I was watching
go
it.
to Angel Films will see this and be okay with it. Like there's
It is. It's a dark film.
it's very, very dark. Like
It's a dark kids film.
I mean, the story idea alone about a little girl suffering from grief who draws things that are meant to kill people.
Mm-hmm.
She has a brother who is dealing with his grief in a different way, or not dealing with it. And then her dad, played by the usually awesome Tony Hale, was dealing with his grief in a different way. Now, said brother finds a pond where the dead mom used to hang out, which now repairs things that fall into it,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently can bring drawings back to life.
or to life, not back to life, because they never were living. Jim.
Well, it brings other things back to life, like his iPad and things
Once
like
again,
that.
it's not bringing
So
it to-
again,
there's no life in an iPad. But okay.
And one thing,
It fixed his iPad.
you're hearing exactly what I'm saying.
Am I?
So yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So it repairs iPads.
Yes.
It didn't bring the iPad back to life. And there's a lot of shit on that iPad. Anyway, I'm not going down that road.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. But
Exactly. You don't understand the word I and pod or
no,
I
I got
and pad.
I got an iPod.
Do you have an iPad?
No, but that's
So
like
you
a
don't
tablet.
even know what
That's like a tablet.
It's like
I
I'm
know
speaking
stuff.
It's like I'm speaking a different language.
You don't know.
I have an iMac. I have all the eyes except for the the pad.
Phone
Oh, I don't
And
have
the
the phone
phone.
either. I don't have the
or the
iPhone.
watch.
I have an iPod
watch.
Touch,
You don't have
which
an
is
iWatch.
kind of like a phone, but without the calling ability.
It's got nothing.
Anyways, go on.
Yeah, now I forgot where it was. Oh yeah. So anyway, he throws things in the pond and then they come to life, which of course the evil drawings of the little girl fall into accidentally. Then we begin an adventure of running and screaming from monsters for about 40 minutes. All the while having the family deal with their
What is
grief.
going on right now? Go ahead.
What?
I don't understand, but go. Keep on going.
Okay. All the while the family deal with their grief,
Yeah.
then they live
or not deal with
then
it.
they live happily ever after.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
Then
they're
in
not
the end,
dealing
in
with
the
it.
end, they deal with it in the
If
end.
they're running from monsters, they're not dealing with their grief. They're trying to survive.
Ish, Murray.
On the
Just
nose,
saying.
Murray.
just saying.
There's some ish that was happening.
I didn't see a lot of running and screaming in the trailer. Just so
There
you know.
there was a lot
There
of running
wasn't
and
that much
screaming.
running and screaming. Jim's being dumb.
No, it was like the entire
Oh,
meat
stop
of the movie was them running and screaming.
I don't
so
eat meat.
I got the vegan patty of the movie. I got to admit though, I was a little shocked at how scary this was for
Okay,
a family
yes.
angel film,
Yeah.
which made it worth seeing,
Okay.
I guess.
I can't.
So I
But
have
it was
to.
What is going on right now?
I
It
have
was still
to-
PG, so
I
it
ha-
wasn't an R rated. It was
Yeah.
still a PG.
It kind of was rated R at
it
times.
wasn't rated R.
I have to admit one thing that Bryce was right,
Okay.
and I don't do this very often, about Angel films. They are not always a rage. Even with some horrible acting by these children,
Kids were
They-
fine.
the
Jim.
kids were not fine.
Kids were fine.
No, they were not.
Tony Hale was great.
Tony Hale was Tony Hale. He's great in everything.
Okay.
This was a man.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. This was a man. Especially
This
if they
was
have a
not
young
man.
sociopath who draws cruel monsters.
This is not a meh.
It's a
You mean
total
the
meh.
kid?
This is not a meh.
It's total
Wasn't the
meh.
kid
This-
the one who drew pictures?
This is the best. I've been waiting for a family film that has a little bit of darkness, that isn't for the little kids, but if you're probably, I don't know, 9, 10 or up, this thing is a freaking classic. This is one of the best family movies that I have seen in decades. I loved every single moment of this movie. There is a darkness to it.
It's
the
very
way that
dark.
the way that it deals with death and loss, I thought was brilliant. I thought that the way that it resolved itself in the end was brilliant. There wasn't a missed step in this movie. The humor all worked. It was funny. It was charming. And it wasn't your typical family.
It was
blah.
not. It wasn't your typical family.
It
blah.
was so well thought out, so well made. I love the drawings come to life. I love the way they filmed
The
it.
animation was great.
The animation was fantastic.
Yep.
This is a freaking classic. I think this is my favorite family film ever. Sketch is a freaking mondo. I don't understand what you watched
No.
because this movie is amazing. Amazing. I love this movie.
It was pretty good.
It was fantastic. Like there was nothing in it that wasn't great. I don't understand what I'm hearing from
Okay,
you.
let me repeat. The children's acting was all
They were fine.
horrible. No,
They were
Bryce,
fine.
they were not. That
They
one
were
little kid that
fine.
was the
He was kind of the
guy who
comic
was-
relief.
He was also a bad actor.
He wasn't a great actor, but he was fine.
No, like
didn't-
you're
he didn't-
overlooking some of the most obvious things.
I love this movie.
I'm
I
glad
thought it
you
was
liked
so original.
It was very, very dark.
so
and
original too. Like it really was.
It was original. I'm not going to debate you. It was original.
It was original.
It was,
and
to
it
feel
was,
that is a little bit dark.
and
you
the
are-
way that it dealt with death, that's what we need. We need more of these movies that introduce these subjects in this way. Because I thought it did it perfect. Perfect.
No,
Oh, it
I disagree.
absolutely did.
it was good. I liked it.
Murray.
I liked it.
Murray, this
It was
movie's
good.
so good.
I liked it.
I
It
don't
was
think
good.
I would liked it as much as you.
I think you would have liked it.
Maybe.
It's got a lot of darkness.
Better than Weapons, I can tell you that.
Yes.
No.
It was better than Weapons.
See, if
No,
I...
it
if
was-
this
But in a
one-
different way.
If
I
this
thought
one-
they were both Mondo, but
this one was playing anywhere near me, I might have
If
gone
we're
to this
rating
one.
my top family films of all time right now, this is one or two
This
or
beat
one.
out the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, no, you're putting me on the spot.
See,
you're
his
an
memory's
idiot.
gone. He doesn't remember.
doesn't even
what
remember-
He doesn't even remember what he watched.
Can't even
anymore.
remember what he watched last week. He's
Two.
got-
This is two. Fantastic
There you
Mr.
go.
Fox. is the
Okay,
best.
perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fantastic Mr. Fox, like one of the best
All right.
movies
Well,
All
ever.
there
right,
you
move
go.
on.
Now that was a great movie. That was a Mondo.
So is Sketch.
Sketch was a mess.
This movie is so good. Oh,
It was
I
good.
Love,
I-
love, love
I think this movie was
Go
good.
see this movie.
Just ignore the acting. And again, I can't be too. I mean, I'm critical of actors when they're not doing a good job, but Angel Films doesn't.
Well, if you're
care
critical of
about the
actors
acting.
that are not doing a good job, let's move on to the next movie, Jim.
Do that.
I just want to say that Angel Films doesn't care about those things. I think.
No, they don't, and I'll give you that.
They just put people in it.
But they
maybe
didn't
they
make-
were the friend of
They
the.
didn't
Once
make
again,
it.
they didn't make this film. They got it after
Yeah.
the fact.
So that
Which is evident
that
when you
kind
watch
of,
it.
A lot of the acting took me out of this film. That's
No.
what I'm gonna say.
I thought they were all good.
Well, good for you. I'm glad
And I
I'm
love
glad you
this
were
movie.
fully immersed because I was like, oh my god, these kids are
I
horrible.
was so happy that I saw this movie.
Perfect. Did you see it with anybody else?
I saw it with Kim.
All right, I saw this with my wife, and she
Kim-
was like, "This
Kim-
is way too dark."
Yeah. Kim.
This is not a
Kim
kid's
loved,
movie.
Kim loved it as well.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, my mother's wedding, aka North Star.
AKA North Star.
Yeah, I think it originally was released as North Star,
Really?
and they re-released it as My Mother's Wedding. Now,
That's not a better name.
yeah, I know. That's probably why they.
If we're rating the names, North Star is a Mondo, and My Mother's Wedding is a Rage.
Well, it's possibly the movie as well.
Now let's hear it.
Now,
I think we're gonna differ on this one.
I think maybe we will, because I think you like this a lot.
Yes, it was fantastic.
Okay. Well, just like Sketch.
Better than Sketch.
It was
Better than Sketch.
I was such a good weekend at the movies.
So good. Okay, so I don't know who in their right mind did the casting in this. But
They weren't in their right mind, Jim.
but casting ScarJo as a British person,
Yes.
they should have probably had a screen test
No!
to find out if
She could do it.
if she could fake an accent or not.
No, that's why the movie was enjoyable.
Because if they did actually
That's the
get
only
her
good part of the
Okay,
movie was laughing at ScarJo's ridiculous accent. I'm sorry, I gotta stop interrupting.
maybe they would have gotten this, or at least got her out of this.
Did you see this, Murray?
No. There are some things.
You love ScarJo.
Yeah, there's some things I won't see even if she's in.
All right.
Considering how much I hated her dinosaur movie, I couldn't imagine this being improvement
Well,
of any kind.
the dinosaur movie was definitely better than this one. So a movie so horrible that normally her accent would have ruined the whole movie. But it was completely a competitive situation as to who would win. Her atrocious accent or this atrocious movie. They introduce, I want to say, 100 paper-thin characters and go from scene to scene with no merit. Just ticking boxes. I think they were just ticking boxes.
I don't know what they were doing.
That are supposedly important to somebody. But I just kept asking what the actual fuck is going on through this whole movie. The whole movie. There is only one memorable character in this whole film.
Is it her wife?
It's the Indian mom
I
of
thought that-
ScarJo's lesbian girlfriend.
I like the
Jack.
lesbian girlfriend and the Indian.
Yeah, okay, the two Indian
Both of them
characters.
I thought were very good.
Yeah, they're
They're the only thing, by the way.
yes. Yeah, well that's exactly it. Of course, there are so many characters. You go and try and find the names of the actors in this, you can't even find half of it because there was like 800, at least 100 characters. This is like an entire season.
There wasn't 100 characters.
There is like an entire season of a soap opera crammed into a movie.
Yes.
Downton Abbey.
It was very
They didn't
soap
finish
opera-y.
one thing before another conflict/plot twist was added. There is so much going on in this. It would take probably an hour and a half to 2 hours just to describe the actual points that happen in this movie. There's so many things that happen in this fucking movie. Basically, in a nutshell, we get three sisters go to their mom's third wedding. Every possible trope from every wedding movie, soap opera, Hallmark romance film happens for an hour and a half. Then everything wraps up in a nice Lifetime magical movie moment. To settle the argument, though, after finally surviving seeing this, the movie was just a little worse than ScarJo's horrible accent, which were both a rage. I have one or maybe two things to unpack, but what did you think of this? I think it sounds like you might have enjoyed
Oh, this
some
was
of it.
fantastic. No, this was god awful. This is the biggest piece. Oh my God, was this bad? I'm sitting there, and originally I was kind of amused because you were like cringing, like you were. I saw the look on your face, and I was like, "Yes, this is so much fun." Because Jim is just hating this, and then I realized I'm actually watching it too, and I wish I could just sit there and watch Jim watch it, but I actually do have to watch this movie because I have to review it, and it was unbelievably awful. Like, there is nothing in this. I thought ScarJo's accent was going to be the first, because that's what you see first, and it's funny. Like, as soon as she says one thing, I started giggling because it's funny, and I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm going to laugh through this. But it turns out that's the best part of the movie, because at least it made me laugh. The rest of the movie is ridiculous. It is so god awful. And then, to your point, I don't even know. There's like 450 different stories going on.
So many
and then at one
stories.
point, I don't understand. I don't understand why they made this movie. It's based on a book. The book can't be this bad. I want to go get the book and read it, because I just don't understand how this could be adapted so poorly. How it obviously had some sort of woo-ha, or it wouldn't have got made into a movie. So what in the hell did they do? Why?
This was made, I think, back in
and to your point,
2023.
It was
It is-
made 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was so poorly cast. Like everybody in it, other than the lesbian, the girlfriend,
and the lesbian girlfriend.
and her mother.
Which you don't know their names,
Yeah.
so it doesn't.
You're probably
They were
referring to
both.
Frida
They were both
Pinto.
very good in it, and everybody else was atrocious. This movie is unwatchable. My God. This makes Hallmark movies. I'd rather sit there and watch some Hallmark movie on a Saturday afternoon at 1:30 p.m. than watch this thing. I don't know what this was. This was god awful. I feel bad. I love Kristen Scott Thomas. Usually she's a very good actress. She is awful in this. Awful. Everybody's awful in this. This is just ridiculous. Except for two. Yeah. And it's just like, my God, how did this get made? Like this is so atrocious. Like, I understand why it sat on the shelf for so long.
Yeah,
Why would you release this? Why did they release this? Can we go back in time and convince them not to release this? This needs to be shelved permanently. This was a rage, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay, you got buttons to push. Can we just talk about these fucking animated flashbacks?
The animated flashbacks were ridiculous. Like, what did that add to it? And what was that?
I know.
It was like out of left field. It didn't make any sense. It was just like, why?
And it wasn't even her movie.
No.
Like, they tried to make it sort of her movie, but like none of the story tied together that it was her movie.
Yeah.
Yet she's got the animated flashbacks. Why didn't the rest of the people have the animated flash? It was just. Okay, so which was like I'm reliving this. Perhaps I had a coma.
I didn't think of a
some
movie
of
where someone's wearing a strap on and charges
Yes!
charges the dude and like nails it like bullseye.
Yeah,
Which I don't even think is possible.
It's not possible. I've tried it. It doesn't work.
There you go. So it's like, what is going on? But really, you tell me that's going to be in the movie. I'm going to, okay, so well, at least
you'll have that.
At least we got that. That'll be kind of funny.
Yeah,
But
okay.
They even messed that up.
Okay, so Murray, there's a scene where the husband is actually cheating with her. But here's the funny thing about him cheating on her.
Yes.
It was so much worse that the person that he was cheating on with strapped a giant dildo on and fucked him in the ass.
Like, who cares? Why is that worse?
That was like they made
That's
it like
better.
That's
At least
way
you know he's
better.
got a bit of a kink. And then
And-
if you're willing, I mean, I'm not saying you have to do it, but now you know what turns him on.
Yeah.
You know.
Why is this a bad thing?
We're learning stuff about our partners. This isn't bad.
This isn't terrible.
This can grow the relationship
Well,
now.
and also,
But
how is
instead
that
he gets
cheating?
yeah, exactly.
How is that even cheating?
I don't get
He
it.
did not stick his thing in someone else. It was a
Doesn't
was
matter.
a prosthetic something.
These days, if you give someone a look, apparently it's cheating.
Yeah, but it's not so much the cheating. This was the worst possible thing. Like the fact that he was
This movie was
he
so
was
awful.
bum-runned because that's what it was. He got bummed. She was okay. So imagine you step
Maybe
five,
she's like- she's
step
like
5
50
steps
guys.
back.
Well,
Imagine
yeah,
you
10 feet back, yeah.
So here, we'll just play this out.
That's
I'm gonna
not-
turn around. So I'm here. I'm
move
here.
on.
I'm turned around like this. You are like 10 paces back.
Okay, you're wearing a strap. Oh,
you've
you
got
don't even
this-
have to wear a
this
strap
is
on. I mean, I
radio,
guess you could
Jim.
be aroused.
No, I want the strap on.
Okay,
If
so you're
still-
wearing a strap
and
on.
you're running 10 paces.
And you got to run at him, and you got to hit that mark.
So
Perfectly.
Like, there's so much lube on there. I don't know
There's
what.
no way that's
Okay,
even
but
possible.
could it
Oh,
You
God.
can do that 100 times, and maybe twice you'll hit the mark.
Yeah, that was. It was a
Maybe.
perfect aim.
Yeah.
Like 10.
And it went zoop, right up.
Oh, God. Just stop.
And yet the movie was still a rave.
On.
That's enough that usually it would be a mondo. Okay, so you know what? That shook up the person. That's a good transition for us to go
To shook.
to shook. All right, so remember a recent discussion we had about Canadian films? We actually literally, I think we talked about this last week or sometime within the last little time. We talked
yeah,
about
probably.
Canadian films. Okay, we'll
Yeah,
put
yeah.
a pin in that.
Okay, I'll put a pin in it.
All right, so this is a family drama comedy romance film about an Indian man whose family has been recently split up because the dad cheated on the mom.
Yes.
The man...
I also got that out of this
Yes,
movie.
the man Ashish,
Ashish.
his mom.
He's a handsome devil.
He's
that
a
Ashish.
very handsome devil.
Wish I was that.
And
handsome.
his younger brother, they all move into a small apartment away from the dad. The dad gets Parkinson's, and he has to deal with a bunch of family dynamics surrounding all of that at the same time as falling in love with a white girl. Now, that's the film's words, not mine. At the same time... There we go.
That's what I say.
Zach, no, where was I?
I don't know.
Was there something about a
You're
bum
getting-
rush?
you're
Took our
getting a
jobs.
text.
It had nothing to do with her. They took our jobs.
That's right.
all I
Okay.
know.
So he gets Parkinson's. They have to deal with that, as well as a bunch of family dynamics surrounding all of that at the same time as falling in love with a white girl. Right?
Yeah.
That's where we were.
Yeah. That sounds right.
And he's just finished school and is trying to get published. He's got a master's in fine arts. In between family stuff and hanging out with his friends, and there's all so much going on in this. But different than the last movie we just talked about, this was done a little better. So the story is not original, really, in a lot of ways. It does show us inside his specific family dynamics pretty well as all the relationships he has. The dialogue at times is clever and well written, and then other times it's typical and ordinary. The acting as well is at times great, and then other times it's bordering on not great. The music choices in the film I really liked. The story I didn't mind. The dynamics of how he and his family deals with the dad's illness, it's kind of nicely done, where we see how important family is, at the same time how you can be mad at someone for being a dick. But at the same time, when shit is important, as a family, you pull together. At no point in this film was I getting enraged. Also, at no point was I like, wow, this is a great film, or well shot. And the cinematography is not brilliant. In fact, that would be one of the things I would say that was not good at all in this. I'm not a big fan of every dramatic dialogue to have close-up shots all the time. So back to my original comment when I started this. We have seen a ton of amazing Canadian-made films in the last 5 years.
This wasn't
So
one.
much that I am proud to say the latest Canadian films over the last little while have been some of the best that we've actually seen.
Yeah, ever.
Which is such an improvement because we came from a place where I was almost embarrassed by Canadian content.
There was a time.
But now I'm in a place that I'm proud of Canadian film. But now I also have to say there's something in between being proud and being embarrassed. And that word is meh. I have some unpacking, but what did you think?
Yeah, this movie, it was uneven, just like you said, because sometimes there were some films that were tight or scenes, I should say, that were tight and very well done. And there were some scenes where it's like, I don't even know why we're doing this. And then the acting was sometimes fantastic, and other times it was like, what happened to that other scene where they were so good, and now all of a sudden, and the dialogue was sharp, and then it wasn't so, like, it was very uneven. Like, it almost seemed like sometimes where the characters weren't even the same characters because they weren't as eloquent as they were in the previous scene. Having said that, the thing that bugged me the most about this was Ashish, our heroine. I don't even does someone like this actually exist where he sits there and he blames his mom for everything, but then he also blames his dad for everything, and he doesn't take like either of their side. Like, I don't understand. Like, at first I'm like, oh, he's totally a mama's boy, but then all of a sudden he's like all of a sudden giving her crap too. Like, I didn't understand why he was so hard on her. Like, where did that come from? It didn't make any sense to me.
Well, it did kind of explain
because he was so upset with his dad.
Yeah, he was.
But he's also so upset with his mom.
Yeah, well,
like they made it seem like he was putting all of it on his dad, and then all of a sudden, he's only getting a fraction of it compared to what he all of a sudden started putting on her.
Yeah,
like, and it made no sense, and it was unfair. And I can't believe that anybody would think that way.
Yeah.
Based on the character that they were building.
No,
I did not think this character was consistent.
Yeah, it Well, so he wasn't consistent because of all of what was going on with him, to be honest. Like,
I get that there was a lot of stuff going on, but
they
like
kind of
this...
showed that a little bit, though, because when he had the discussion with his dad, when he was really mad at him, and then he finds out that he's got Parkinson's, he actually has to go away and think about it. And the dad kind of said, you need to be, nicer to your mom. But part of it was the whole cultural aspect of it, that he's kind of mentioned that, in an Indian family, we're not talking about these things. So part of that was that he was angry at both of them.
I know he was angry at both of them for certain reasons, but the stuff he was laying on her, I thought went beyond what he was initially upset with her about, and that was just that she wasn't telling her.
You kind of did see that, though.
Story.
You kind of saw that right from the very beginning, where she was trying to, she was treating him just like, her baby boy, and he was kind of blowing her off the whole time. So you kind of saw that he was a bit of a dick to begin with.
Yeah, he's a dick throughout the whole thing. Like, this is not a sympathetic character for me.
No, he's not.
But I mean, the movie was, at no point was I like, I hate this movie. I didn't think there was consistency to it. I didn't understand the motivations occasionally. I think that they spent too much time on the romance, not enough time with the dad. And I think that's what this movie was. But then
they kind of sell it as
so it's kind of a weird movie. It's a bit of a bait and switch, which is fine. I'm okay with that if it's going to be good. This wasn't very good. It wasn't terrible though. Like it's the definition of meh, I guess. It really is, because nothing was great in it, or even nothing was really good in it. There were some moments, and that's what kept me going, is because there were some moments. There were some moments with his friends. There were some moments. There were some lines that were hilarious. Yeah. There was some stuff in it that was good, but as a whole, it was just like, it was a bit tedious, and I thought it was too long. But it was meh. It's a low meh. Yeah. It's not. I'm not going to rage on it, but it's funny because going in, we're at that point now where we're like, okay, Canadian cinema. We've got a bar for Canadian cinema, and this did not get to that bar.
No, but then,
and that was very disappointing for me because we're on such a roll with Canadian cinema right now. Yep. And the way that this had a little bit of Wahoo, and it played some festivals and whatnot, I thought it was going to be better, and it was just. I think
that's also what I think. We now have this expectation.
Yeah, so right? we go in having a certain expectation, and did not live up to it. But it was meh.
It did have some of that. Like, as I'm watching it, I'm thinking to myself, man, this could really fall into, because even the look of the film was Canadian look.
Yeah, it was a bit of a step backwards. There's no question. Yeah, but it was okay. Meh. Boo-ha-ha.
You guys sure can talk.
Yes, that's what this podcast is.
5 hours.
Yeah.
We like to talk.
That's why every episode is 2 hours long.
I don't think they're 2 hours.
They're close.
Nah, this one's going to push an hour and 20 minutes, I think, by the time it's done. Especially if you go on for like 4 hours like you always do with your Murman Minute.
Only time I go long is when you interrupt me.
I would never do that, Murman.
Never, ever.
What you got?
At least last week we had to share a mic so he couldn't interrupt me. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, we got a new mic cord, so we're not sharing a mic this week.
Remember when we used to talk about streaming movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss that funky music, white boys.
Oh.
Well, you
I miss it too.
know how much I don't like the streaming services.
Okay.
Unless they're free.
Free's good. I like free.
They are slowly killing the movie theater business.
Yep.
As evidenced by the nearly empty theaters we are usually in. I mean, case in point, Happy Gilmore 2 didn't even get a theatrical release.
Thank God for that.
Like,
sorry.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of Adam Sandler fans who would have gone to the theater and seen it.
Absolutely.
They chose not to do that anyway.
And in Jim's case, a not Adam Sandler fan that would have gone to see it.
Yeah.
Because he's got to.
Once in a while, there is an exception.
What?
All right.
There was a movie released only on Amazon Prime.
What?
And not in theaters.
Okay, what was it?
This particular film stars my favorite all-time comedian, as
John
well
Candy?
as an up-and-coming superstar. No, that's movie star.
Oh.
This movie was The Pickup.
Oh, my
starring
God.
Eddie Murphy and Pete Davidson.
Oh, no.
I would have rather seen this in a movie theater, but for $9.99, I was willing to watch it at home.
Whoa.
I would rather not.
So
have
I
seen it at all.
subscribed to Amazon. Yeah, so I did this week. That was it. I subscribed to Amazon.
You know, you could have just
Wow.
come to my house.
Plus,
Or my house.
I have a month to watch a bunch of other crap. before-
Yes.
Yeah, for $10, you got a month to watch. Buddy.
Exactly. And it was only $10. It's the
Yep.
same price as going to a movie.
Yeah.
Eddie plays a soon-to-be retiring armored security guard that is stuck with a colossal screw-up played by Davidson.
What? Davidson plays a screw-up?
Yeah, imagine that. Not to give away any plot twists here, but at the start of the film, he has a one-night stand with a beautiful woman, Keke Palmer.
Sexy.
And basically,
She is a beautiful woman.
He basically tells her everything about his job and his delivery routes.
Yes.
Convenient, I know.
And I'm sorry, didn't you think that with Keke Palmer in it, it actually did elevate it a little bit?
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of hers, but she was all right.
She's the greatest thing that's ever
She's
lived.
awesome.
Of course,
I love
she
Keke
turns
Palmer.
out to be a master criminal. She
Of course she
hires
does.
some
She
thugs.
can do anything.
And
She's
they
Keke
try
Palmer.
to take down the armored truck. Stuff happens, things go wrong, and Eddie is at his wisecracking best through it all.
Nice.
That's basically all you need to know.
All right.
Murphy and Davidson have undeniable chemistry. As good of a buddy action film as I've ever seen.
Wow.
By the guy who basically invented the genre.
Wow.
Plenty of action, plenty of comedy, even a brief appearance by one of my favorite all-time comics, The Dice Man.
Dice Man.
Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh, really?
Who has quietly become a
yeah, he
solid
was in
actor in the twilight of his career. And we have a Marshawn Lynch sighting,
That's always welcome.
who I like way more as an actor than I ever did as a professional football player.
I love Marshawn
I guess
Lynch as an
the
actor.
biggest issue is that I don't buy Keke Palmer as some kind of criminal mastermind or even as a villain.
I'd buy her.
Turns out
matter what she's selling
she
me.
really isn't.
I'm buying.
She can cash my checks any
she
day.
was funny
Keke
for the
Palmer
most
selling.
part,
I'm
but
buying.
she definitely was not sinister. She was never had that vibe of being anything evil. Eva Longoria actually was a pleasant surprise as Eddie's wife, who tracks him down because she made him swallow a tracking device. She was definitely a spicy Latina badass. Was this a Mondo? No. But it was still worth watching and definitely worth $9.99.
All right.
Still, it would have been better on the big screen.
You already got your money's worth. You got 29 days to go.
That's right.
I got 26 days to watch whatever I want.
You can rewatch it.
And I'm going to watch that piece of crap John Cena Idris Elba thing.
Actually, you know what? That's actually not as bad as
I might enjoy it, but
where they're both president. Well,
Yes.
president and
President,
prime
Prime
minister. Yeah.
but it's on there.
So
It's
just
kinda funny.
just so you know, I only made it through half of that movie before I turned it off.
Yeah, not
I thought
surprising.
I already pay for my Amazon, but now you should order some stuff on Amazon, Murray.
No, I'm not going to do that. But I am going to watch the crap out of Amazon for the next 26 days.
Nice.
Watch the crap out of it.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
Okay, my rage this week. I feel like I talked about this last week. What did I talk about last week? Remember?
Was it Jurassic Park?
No.
Okay, well, if this sounds familiar, I think I told this to Bryce. So maybe that's what I'm thinking. But every week I get emails from Landmark. So my rage this week is Landmark. Did I say this last week?
No.
Okay.
No, not
so
last week.
so I get emails from Landmark all the time. And they tell me, "Oh, go see this blockbuster at the cinemas. And if you watch it between this day and this day, we're going to give you 500 or 200 or however many extra bonus movie watch points for coming to see it at this time." And so my rage this week is, I've already seen this movie at your cinema. Why am I not getting those points? Why is it like, we only want you to go see it on this date? I've already given you first weekend money. You've been sitting on my money for a whole week, and then you give me this movie email that says, oh, come see this movie. I'm going to see the movies every week. You already know this. Do you get those emails?
Yes, I do.
Do you get those emails?
I ignore most of that stuff.
Yeah, well, so this is what I'm mad about. I'm like, I want some free points. What about me? What about Debbie?
Sure.
All right.
What about my needs? My points. I gave them my money. I want
did.
points.
They
More
don't care.
points.
They already have your money. They don't care about you.
That's my rage.
You need to go do it again, Jim.
Yeah. Go see Deacon Gun twice.
I might want to. Scooby-Doo, bibbidi-boo.
I guess my rage this week is that on Sunday I'm like going through the movies and I'm like, oh, we can watch my mother's wedding at 5 o'clock. I can probably make this and we can see all three of those movies that we had planned to see. So we can put in my mother's wedding as well.
Yeah.
Which we had no intention of going to.
No, we had no intention of going.
But in my head, I was thinking this is actually kind of perfect because I know Jim's going to absolutely hate it because Scarlett Johansen's going to be doing an accent through the whole thing, and I know that's going to drive him absolutely insane. So I'm like, this is glorious. This is going to be so funny. And I literally thought this is going to be so much fun because Jim's going to hate this so much. And at no point did it occur to me that I'm actually going to be sitting there watching it as well. So my rage is that, number one, I even brought up that the movie was playing. And number two, that I built myself up to have such a good time, not even realizing that I was going to have to sit through this piece of crap myself. And boy, did it live up to my expectations and then some, because it was so god-awful. So, once again, my rage is me.
Seems to be.
One of these days, it's going to be something else.
One of these days, Alice!
But I am just... Man, I tell you.
You're a piece of work.
I am a piece of work.
Nice.
See, I knew it'd be bad, so I didn't bother.
Rage.
We got to see them all, Murray.
You do, I don't.
Pulse. Slowing. Anger fading.
All right. Well, we got some lists to talk. Well, maybe just
Do
one
we?
list.
Maybe we do.
Yeah, we got one list for sure. My guess is that Bryce hasn't done his job
No.
like normal.
Hey, he got the mic cable. That was a
You know
major.
what? I thought that was going to be your
accomplishment.
rage, actually.
That would have been my rage.
That I
would that
had
be
no
rage?
faith in you. That
Well,
you'd
I'm
be
used to that.
disappointed.
Would have been my rage if I had to
That's
share a
just
mic with
par
him
for
again.
the course, Jim.
So, you didn't see I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Wasn't
No.
that last week?
Okay.
I'll get to it. You're always
Is he-
in such a rush.
Is he planning on seeing it?
I just
have
want
to see it.
He has to see it.
There's a reason. I don't even remember the reason. Actually, I do know the reason.
Do we have
because
to make a side who's more repulsive?
We have to decide who's more
I
repulsive.
am saying
Freddie
Jennifer
Prinze
Love
Jr.
Hewitt.
Or Jennifer Love Hewitt.
And who was the other one?
There was no other one.
Just that.
Oh, just that she's on the repulsive list.
she was.
Yeah, one of
in
them's
that-
going to be on and one of them's going to be off based on that movie.
Sorry,
Or
maybe they might both be
No,
on.
And
And
we
we
might
disagree.
Who
we
was
might
the
have
other
to
one?
watch another repulsive off.
Was it Freddie Prinze you said?
Yeah, Freddie Prinze is the one that's
They're both nominated,
and they're both
but they're in the same movie.
I would go with him.
And we disagreed in the last one, so now I have to watch the first one, see if we disagree again.
because in that one she's way more.
Which I thought I was dodging a bullet
He's
and was
just as
never
bad
gonna
in
have
the
to
first
watch
one.
it. But Jim's come up with some
He's a
loophole where I
horrible
have to
actor.
watch
He's
the
terrible in
stupid
everything.
original
I
again.
love it.
Anyways,
so
what else you
if
got?
we can't decide, Murray's gonna have to make us watch more movies of them.
Oh, wonderful.
I have a list, believe me.
Nice. All right.
I believe there's a
so
couple of Scooby-Doos in there.
the other one, which we talked about last week, but we just never got around to it,
Okay.
which is
What did we talk
Stephen
about?
Merchant putting on as Mesmerizing.
Putting Stephen Merchant on as mesmerizing?
You want me
Yeah.
to list his movies?
Just give me a couple of them real
Well,
quick.
these are
just so I.
these
this
are
has so-
movies he acted in, not his TV
yeah, I
shows.
just want to
which he's
compare.
also
I'm
awesome
thinking
in.
of who else was in these movies real
Last thing he
quick.
did was a animated thing called A Boy
Yeah, I
Called
don't care about
Christmas.
Doesn't
animation.
count.
During COVID, there was Lockdown, which I think was Anne Hathaway.
Okay, he was definitely more mesmerizing than her.
Jojo Rabbit with ScarJo.
ScarJo's
Yeah,
not
I don't-
mesmerizing.
No, but
I don't know who else is in it, but
there's a lot of people in it, and I am not
But
sure he was the
he-
most mesmerizing in that.
Good Boys.
Actually, I thought he was the most mesmerizing in that one.
Well, there you
Fighting with My Family. That was a wrestling movie, which
Mm-hmm,
I actually haven't seen. Girl in the Spider's Web. It must be one of those, one of the
It is.
sequels to one of the originals. But Sherlock Gnomes, again, animated movie.
go. Yeah, he's been in a lot of it.
Table 19, which was, I think, Anna Kendrick.
Yep. He was the
Logan-
most mesmerizing. in that.
Logan.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was pretty mesmerizing in that one, too.
I've never heard of Give It a Year. That was
Mm-hmm.
in 2013. Movie 43, which is one of those parodies. He was only on a segment, though.
Yeah, they're all just
Hall
segments.
Pass, which looks like one of the Wilsons and
Yep.
somebody else.
Hall Pass was funny.
Romeo and Juliet, which is again animated.
I don't know why you keep on telling us those ones.
Burke and Hare, I've never heard of.
Yeah, I'm going no.
Jack Boots on
He's not?
Whitehall.
Who's more
He
mesmerizing
was in
than him?
Tooth Fairy.
There's a couple movies in
He
there.
was in Hot Fuzz. He was in
I believe that. I'm sorry, but I believe he was in the movie long enough. Billy Crystal was more mesmerizing than
Billy
he
Crystal was
in
not
Tooth
in the
Fairy.
movie for 5 minutes.
Yeah, he
Talking,
was.
well, that's
No, he wasn't.
That's way down. Tooth
Yeah, he
Fairy
was.
is way
You
down.
I
count-
know,
if
but
you
it,
count
it
the
doesn't.
post-credits, he
It doesn't
was.
matter how far back it is, Murray. They're mesmerizing. Not.
I thought it was the last 8.
No, that's
That's the undoubted list.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with
So
this.
the
I just
mesmerized-
wanted it so I could compare to.
Okay,
other-
so
I don't
I'm
think he
gonna-
was. I also think that Jojo Rabbit he probably wasn't the most mesmerizing in.
He was.
No,
He was.
He
No,
was.
he
by
wasn't.
far. All right. Well,
He was the
can't-
invisible friend, wasn't he? Wasn't he JoJo's invisible friend? That movie?
No, wasn't he part of the? He was.
No, he was wearing the Nazi uniform the whole time, but
Yeah.
he wasn't real. He was just a guy that
no,
JoJo talked
that was
to.
no. That was Taka Waititi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. He
Are you
was.
sure?
He
Yes.
was like the teacher counselor or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he was
And he
not
was-
the most mesmerizing in
was.
that movie.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter because you said no.
I
Sorry,
still think he
Stephen
is,
Merchant.
but Whatever.
Yes.
You don't survive the mesmerized list.
Okay,
All
then.
right, but that's all I
whatever.
had this week.
All right,
All
then.
right.
Last week on Rage or Dare, Bryce pulled the 1995 Freaky Friday cultural flip style film White Man's Burden, starring John Travolta and Harry Belafonte. This week, it's Jim's turn to Rage or Dare. See, Bryce, Jim gets his fair share. I'm sure you'll say differently, but you know what I'm going to say, don't you?
What?
Come on, Bryce. All right, let's check in with Bryce and see if this is a Freakier Friday as we got with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. Man, if you asked me if the film Rage would one day have an almost all Freaky Friday episode, I'd say, well, freaky absolutely. I don't know about Friday, though.
I didn't even understand half of that introduction.
Because you weren't listening.
I was listening.
No, you weren't.
Because there's a Freaky Friday thing.
Oh, okay.
Isn't there a Freaky Friday thing in this where the whole world just turns upside down?
Yeah, I mean,
there's a white man's burden?
Yeah, well, there's no white man's burden.
is a-
Anyways,
The movie's called White Man's
the movie
Burden.
is called White Man's Burden. This movie, I'll be honest with you, wasn't as bad as I remember it being. It's not good. I mean, I'm not going to say that, but this honestly was not as bad as I remember. John Travolta's awful in it. This acting is atrocious. He adds nothing to it, but there is Harry Belafonte's fine.
He's always fun.
It's one of those interesting. I mean, it is an interesting concept. You know, there's no question. It wasn't especially well executed, and you obviously have to execute if you're going to tell this story where, you know, the white man's being held down and the black man is in all the positions of power and whatnot. You got to tell it with a certain eloquence, with a certain panache, or you're gonna miss the mark. I don't think this necessarily did that. I don't think it missed the mark. I remember it missing the mark. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be based on my memory of it.
Good question for you,
Having
though.
said that, it's not a good movie at all. Okay, what's your question?
So could you imagine Ari Aster doing this movie.
If Ari Aster did this movie, it would probably be amazing. Like, there is a nugget of a good movie in this. Like, there absolutely is. It's just not especially well executed. The dialogue isn't especially, and if you're gonna make a movie like this, it's gotta really make a point, and you gotta go all out with it, or what was the point in making it? It just felt, for the subject that it was broaching, it felt a little bland. And it starts clever, because you're like, this is a clever concept. Like, I believe that. But then it deteriorates into this weird action movie where they're dodging bullets and they're running through alleyways, and it's like, that's not
They
what
lost
this
the whole concept.
That's not what this movie should be. So it got kind of dumb. It's absolutely a rage. There's no question. There's no question of that, Jim.
I am the winner.
No, you're not, because
What?
it's not a rage that should be in the rage bag. That's for a class of movie that is a whole different level of rage than this was. I watched it. I hated it, but I didn't hate it to the point where I'm even going to remember. Once again, I'm going to forget I watched it again in another year or so.
Put this back in the bag?
You could, because I won't remember. It's very bland, and it shouldn't be. So yes, it is a rage.
I'm taking it as a win.
But you really shouldn't be taking it as a win. This was disappointing that it was in the rage bag, because it wasn't as god awful as movies should be if they're in that bag.
If I could take out your number one worst
By the
movie
way,
of all times,
I have yet to review the CD, which
Yes.
I also.
Oh, yeah.
I told you I was going to review the album as well.
yes.
The album, on the other hand, is also a rage. It's got.
But you bought it for
But you
50
own
cents.
Here's the thing: if you go to track 6 and you listen to "How Can I Live Without You" by Cracker, that song's amazing. I mean, come on, how can I live without you if it means I gotta get a job? Great song, awesome lyrics. It's so funny. I love that song,
I like the cracker.
and I do love the Cracker. There's no question. And there's two songs at the end, which are Howard Shore score little deals.
Yeah.
And he's fine. Howard Shore's always been fine. So they're good. And there is a Meat Puppets song, Animal, on it. And the
Who
Meat
doesn't
Puppets,
love Meat Puppets?
And the Meat Puppets are awesome. I shouldn't say the Meat Puppets. Meat Puppets are awesome. There's no the in front of it. But goddamn, the Bush song is terrible. Dave Matthews Band, Trippin' Blues, god awful.
You're not a big Dave Matthews fan.
No, I'm not. Michelle Indigicello, I can't even say the name. Whatever that song was is just god awful. I'll tell you what we didn't need. We didn't need frickin' Roy Orbison's Dream Baby covered by Hootie and the Blowfish. That is something that the world did not need.
Do we even need Hootie?
Blues Traveler is always just Blues Traveler. They're the type of band that it's fine if they're playing in the background. But if you're actually listening to it,
You're like, oh,
you
I
just
wish
get
I was-
angry and angrier as you listen
I
to it.
wish I was
Because
listening to Blues.
if it's in the background, it almost sounds like it might be good. But then when you actually listen to them, they're not. Blues Traveler is not good.
exactly
The movie made me a little bit angry. The freaking soundtrack made me angrier. This is not a good soundtrack. There are a couple good songs on it, but as a whole, it is a rage.
All right, so when you put this on your iPod Touch,
Yeah, I got
you're
actually.
only going to put 2 songs on it.
Honestly, I haven't hit any of these god awful songs. I have to go in and just take them all off. I got to take track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I've already got. 7, 8 can stay. Meat Puppets Animal, I actually don't have that. And the 2 Howard Shore things can stay. So 3 out of 10 can actually stay. The rest of it's so god awful.
It's no meatloaf, I'll give it that.
That's right.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Exactly. Anyways, yeah,
right,
2 out of 3 ain't bad, but 3 out of 10 is terrible.
Exactly. All right, I will be watching. Oh, I love this movie.
No, you
Stoker
don't.
Ace.
No.
Burt Reynolds.
Didn't you watch it already?
Nope. You watched
Six
Six
Pack.
Pack
Oh.
with Kenny Rogers. This is with Burt Reynolds and Lonnie
Now you gotta
Anderson.
invite me over to watch that.
I think it's Lonnie Anderson. Is it Lonnie Anderson?
Lonnie Anderson was married to Burt Reynolds, so yeah, they
I
probably
believe it was. Yeah.
I believe they were in this movie together.
I think they were. Tell me if they were in this movie together, Jim.
Do I have to? I don't really.
And I believe, what's his name? Jim Neighbors is also in it.
Jim Neighbors.
There you
Golly.
Oh.
Oh, yes, Lonnie Anderson was in it, and Ned Beatty.
Yeah, well, Ned
I
Beatty's
believe I
great.
was talking
Ned
about
Beatty's great in everything.
I think
Ned-
you're really going to enjoy
buddies.
this.
Parker Stevenson's in this. John Byner's in this. Last time we saw John Byner, he stole the
Byner.
show.
I will admit that John Byner,
Bubba Smith's in this.
Bubba Smith is in this.
You know what?
Academy.
I think this may be the best thing you've ever put in my bag.
I think you might enjoy this.
It's got
I can't-
racing.
Yep,
It's got Bubba Smith.
and it's got Lonnie Anderson.
And it's got Lonnie Anderson. She's
Even got a real race car
she
driver.
is an actress.
She is.
All right, well,
She passed away recently.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Poor
sad.
Lonnie.
It was sad.
Man, I was having such a good time, and then you told me that.
Well,
now I'm going to be bummed until next week's
Then you
episode.
told me
Still
that.
love her, even though she died. She was great in
Yeah,
WKRP.
she
in
was.
Cincinnati.
She was the
That's
best
right.
thing in that show.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that
I like
either.
Bailey.
I like
Doc-
Bailey as well.
Dr.
That was,
Johnny.
that was a
the
good
best.
show. That was
a
a
good
well,
show.
and that was a well cast show. with
That's
a lot
right.
of good
It
characters.
was. I own the box set.
And
There you
and
go.
on that note, because we're not a TV review podcast.
I guess we got to wrap it up.
That's
then.
right. We're going to be talking about Lonnie Anderson and all her assets next week. All right. Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer for the voice of Rager Darren, our God of Rage. Ah! Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageYYC.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We always want to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, subscribe. Send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage. But no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 don't make us our rage. That's it for this week. Rage on.
Rage on.
That's my best Burt Reynolds racing sound.